A funny question I get asked a lot is what's the most possible things I can do to get more athletic? But I never get the question, what's the least amount of things I can do to get better at football or to get more athletic? I've always wondered that. And I used to ask the same questions to my other mentors, to my other coaches, to the other players I looked up to. I would ask the same question, what's the most things I can do to get better at football? What's the most things I can do right now so I can be where you're at? Instead of what's the least amount of things I can do to get better at football or to get more athletic. And that little mindset shift will change your life. That little mindset shift will help you avoid injuries, will help you avoid mistakes and avoid things that you shouldn't be doing throughout your career or throughout your life to hurt your athleticism. This video will be filled with information I have learned through tearing my ACL twice, my meniscus twice, fracturing my femur twice, and training with Division I and NFL players and playing against Division I and NFL players. So stick around and watch this whole video because I'm giving you free game. And I don't know which talking point is going to help you the most in this video. It could be 3, it could be 4, it could be 5, but whatever it is, it's here to help you. So stick around and watch the full video so you get the full value and the full information you need to get athletic without going so hard. So listen to this. After my last game of high school football, I told myself, man, I'm gonna take a couple weeks off of working out just to see if I really want to play football or not. Cause I don't know if I'm gonna play college football. I don't know if I want to. But then whenever that Monday came, when I went back to school and the bell rang for us to go to home, I went into the weight room. I was like, I have to work out. I have to work out because I can't be an average person. I can't be the average person that doesn't work out. I can't be out of shape. And this was just that following Monday. So instead of taking a couple weeks off, I didn't take any weeks off. As a matter of fact, that following Monday after that football season, I worked out every week consistently. I went from 4 days a week to 5 days a week to 6 days a week, working out consistently all the way up to training camp whenever I went into Arizona to play college football. Yeah, that's good that I wanted it. Yeah, it's good that I made the decision that I'm gonna play football and I'm gonna go hard. Yeah, it's good that you want it that bad, and you could want something that bad. You could be in my same position right now. But the problem with that is that I was going so hard that my body has no rest. My body had no period where I was resting. And so I worked out, I built up to 6 days a week. And for the last 3 months of my off season going into training camp, I worked out 6 days a week every single week. Long story short, I never stopped working out from my senior year to my freshman year in college. And I ended up getting hurt the very first game. And then I did it again that next year after I got hurt. I built up to 6 days a week, working out 6 days a week, and I got hurt and I tore the same ACL twice. I learned that going so hard 6 days a week is not ideal. There's gotta be a better way, because I see other people not going as hard as me and they're still on the field while I'm sitting out. So that's why I wanted to make this video. So this is what I've learned throughout this whole journey of me having to go through 3 ACL surgeries and 3 meniscus surgeries. I learned that instead of 5 days in the weight room, let's go 2 days of weight room. It can be one upper body day and one lower body day. It can be both full body days. But instead of doing upper lower 5 days a week or doing push-pull legs, why don't we just do full body HIIT training, high intensity training, where we're in the gym for about like 30 minutes. 30 minutes of us, no distractions, not talking to anybody, just lifting weights, heavy, failing around 6 to 8 reps. This on shoulder press, it could be lateral raises, it can be with the machines, it can be curling, failing around 6 to 8 reps, 1 to 2 sets, and just doing that full body with isolating each and every muscle in our body. Instead of going 5 days a week, let's just do it 2 days a week. And make sure we get super intense and that we fail. And whenever you do workouts like that, those workouts are hard. That's really all the work necessary, because whenever we're usually in the weight room, we're usually talking to people, we're usually kind of cracking jokes, lifting weights intense, but not as intense as we possibly could. But if we do 2 days a week, where we're locked in for those 2 days a week, 30 minutes to an hour, and we're not talking to anybody, we're just, after we finish this set, we're going to the next set, and we're doing pull downs, whatever your workout is. Do 2 days of just high intensity, not talking to anyone, get in, get out. And instead of 5 days of field work, just running routes, doing agility training, all of that, why not we just do 2 days of field work and 2 days of intentional field work? And what I mean by this is understand what position you play. You play running back. Well, what does your favorite running back in the game, what does he do? How does he get through tackles? What does his footwork look like? And for those 2 days, I want you to focus on one main thing. So if you're a running back, one of those 2 days on the field, it can be 3 days too. 2 to 3 days is really the sweet spot, I would say. You just work on your dead leg that entire session until you really feel like you got it down. And then the next session, maybe you're working on your jump cut that entire session. And then in some reps, you can pair the dead leg, the jump cuts together when getting in and out the holes. You can work on your juke moves, your spin moves. Or if you're a receiver, one of those days you can do releases, and the next day you can do top of the routes. And then if you have a third day and you have a quarterback, you run full routes on that third day. Or if you're a DB, you can be working on getting out of your breaks on one day and working on pressing the next day. Whatever it is, be intentional with everything you do. Don't just look and see, oh, this guy's doing this drill. This drill looks cool, I'm gonna do this drill. No. If that drill isn't something you would do in the game, or you specifically would do in the game, why are you doing it? And please don't do it so you can post it on social media saying that you worked out that day. Please do not do that. Please do not do that. That is so corny. That is so corny to the people that are actually putting in that work. So instead of 5 days of doing drills that you see online that have no correlation with what happens on the field, instead of 5 days of that, do 2 days of intense and intentional field work at your position. And instead of playing just one sport, playing multiple sports. That's what's going to make you athletic. The more things you do with your body, the more athletic you're going to be. Simple. The thing about weight room is that if you're just doing this or just doing a bicep curl, you're not doing too much. You could be doing that sitting on the couch. You can do a bicep curl sitting on the couch. But you can't play a basketball game sitting on the couch. You can't play baseball sitting on the couch. You can't play soccer sitting on the couch. Everything you do, your nervous system copies. So you can learn a movement in basketball or in soccer and bring it over to the football field, and it develops your body control. So spend more time on the balls of your feet. Spend more time doing more movements, more athletic movements. Learn how to do a backflip. I need to learn how to do a backflip. Learn how to do some cartwheels, some front flips. Learn how to be a gymnast. Just do more things with your body, because that'll make you a better player on the football field. One teammate I used to have, I had no idea until I stopped playing football, but this man was always ripped and athletic. And I thought it was just straight genetics, but I come to find out that man had D1 offers from gymnastics. And I'm like, what? I didn't know that until after I was done playing football with him. I was like, bro, this man could have went D1 for gymnastics, but this man was doing good on football. I was like, what? How? So play other sports, okay? And this is a very crucial one right here. And instead of resting in regular chairs or on couches, rest in a Seiza chair, rest in a crisscross chair. You can see right here that I'm resting in a Seiza chair. Whenever I work on this YouTube channel, whenever I script my videos, I'm always sitting in this chair. Whenever I'm doing my own work, I'm always sitting in this chair. And so this chair helps you develop healthy movement patterns. This is how samurais rest. This is how people in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu rest. This is how we're supposed to have our body move. We're supposed to rest closer to the ground in positions like these. Rest in a Seiza position, rest in a crisscross position. These are natural ways of resting. Sitting in chairs, laying in couches, laying in your bed, those are not natural ways of resting. And those mess up your natural movement patterns. And messing up your natural movement patterns can cause your inside ankle bone to go low. It can cause you to be front chain dominant instead of back chain dominant. Shout out to GOATA. GOATA has taught me all of these things about movement patterns. So go look at their videos to learn more about this stuff. But so yeah, rest in a Seiza position and in crisscross, and literally just doing that will make you a better athlete if you spend more time resting on the ground than resting in chairs. So literally the way you rest is making you a better athlete. If you don't want to take advantage of that, then what are you doing? Okay, like what are you doing? If you don't take advantage of the way you rest, and you're literally, whenever you do nothing throughout the day, people resting in bed in chairs all day, that's slowly messing up their movement patterns. And if you're resting in ways that are making your movement patterns right, you will eventually just keep on growing and keep progressing your healthiness. Your healthiness. And last one of the day is, instead of playing video games and watching Netflix and YouTube all day, take 20 minutes out of each day and spend time in silence and to visualize your success. Just 20 minutes. You can still play video games, you can still watch Netflix, but take 20 minutes out of your day, out of the 24 hours in your day, and be in a quiet place with your eyes closed and visualize what you want out of life. Visualize you becoming who you want to be, and you get clear on who you want to be, and visualize that you have it in this moment right now and what it feels like to have it in this moment right now. And then whenever you do things like that, after you get done with those sessions, your intuition, your conscious gives you the next steps that you can take right now to get closer to that ideal self-image. Okay, and this helps you clear your mind so your intuition can grow stronger, so you can feel what you need to do more, and so that it can resonate with you more. So it's 20 minutes a day. Just spend time in silence and visualize like you making that play, you winning that championship, you buying that house. It doesn't even have to be football related. You running a certain time in the 40. You running a route, you beating a certain dude on the field. You running over a certain dude on the field. It can be any of these things. Spend your time wisely. Understand each and everything you do throughout the day can make you a better football player. It really can. Even if you're not working out, even if you're not hitting the gym, even if you're not on the field. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of your resting positions. Be mindful of the way you talk to yourself, the way you think of yourself. And be mindful of how explosive you are in those dreams. And if you want to become more explosive, you want to become a faster, better athlete overall, then watch this video right here.